Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to... it appears I have something to do with. Throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the Baguette Man. I'm gonna tell you about why you should play Ability Wars. So Ability Wars is a lot like slap battles in that most powers that you get will do one or two things, sometimes maybe even three things. And they're unlocked rather than in slap battles with slaps, these are unlocked with punches. So if I go out and let's go to this guy. I punch him. That gave me one punch. Very, very simple. Now there are two main ways to kill people in Ability Wars, although killing isn't really as important as punching. You can either kill someone by getting them to low health, like this guy's getting pretty low. The other way is knocking people off the edge. Now there are different abilities, so the first one you get is teleportation. It allows you to do that. Wow! And so you get all types of different abilities that you can use, and there are different ways of unlocking abilities. Obviously that's getting at them via the amount of punches you have, which is the most common way. The other is badges. As you'll see on this side of the thing, you have a bunch of different stuff you can get, mostly by badges. So there on the bottom you see randomizer, you get the boing badge and 25 punches. Cake, get the cake badge, which by the way, the cake badge you get by reaching that cake up here. You'll need to use the gravity ability to do that. So punches and badges are the main ways you can get them. There's the custom and god punch, which are paid ones. They're pretty pay to win abilities, if I'm being honest. But fortunately, I don't know too much about the options you get with custom. A lot of the custom ones are annoying, but not particularly deadly. And a lot of the... And God Punch is a bit like a glass cannon. You can instantly kill anyone, but at the same time you don't have speed or any sort of defensive action that ones like Time, Soul Devourer, and other ones have. They have ways of being able to react to attacks coming at you. With God Punch, you don't really have that. There's also quests and masteries. If you look at this, you have a bunch of quests you can do. These will reward you with punches. There's also masteries. These change the abilities. So I will show you an example. Let's use one of the most famous masteries, gravity. I'm going to turn off my masteries and I will show you what gravity does. So if I go like this, as you'll see, that guy and all of his little minions are being gravitied up, and it does a small amount of damage to them. And I turn on my gravity mastery, which you'll get by using your E ability of gravity to 250 times. You'll get this. As you can see, my abilities have changed. I can now use E. Well, we use Q first. Q does that. I can use E by doing that. And now, if I just wait a little bit and don't die, if I press both Q and E at the same time, that's right, I can do the thing that I did at the start of the video. There's also different maps. Currently there's Desert, Reimagined, and Classic. Now there's also Pack-a-Punch, which gives you, I believe, an eye which can see other people's abilities, so you don't have to line up their username with the list over here. You can instead just sort of guess it. There are also a bunch of different game modes. There are duels where you're given an ability and you 1v1 someone. There's team battles, which is a mode where you have to defend your own castle and attack an enemy castle. There's waves where you fight a number of waves of AI enemies. There's infinite waves. I'm sure you can guess what that is. There's 100 players, which increases the server size, and there's classic, which is the one we're in currently. There are also a lot of Easter eggs in a lot of these maps. Like if we go into the waterfall, whoa, there's a cave system where there's a key to a portal. I don't know what that does, honestly. As you can tell by the leaderboard, I am not the most experienced in this game. I'd say I'm decently through, but I don't know all the secrets. I don't have all the abilities. I don't have all the badges, you know? I wonder if you can go to the back rooms in this. Yep. And as you can see, I've made it into the back rooms. Some of the favorite abilities I have is obviously time. Time is basically a personalized FU to whoever you want with your E ability. One of my favorite things about the R ability though is this. You can bounce on this mushroom here to get on top of this tree, and normally you wouldn't be able to get back, but if I press Q, I go back. And as you can see from that guy, time allows you to do Zavarudo! And then you can do that. Yep, so it's pretty cool. One of my other favorites is non-mastery, because I don't have the mastery, bomb. Purely the reason I like it is I can do something like this. See that? He's got C4 on him now. I can place C4 on him. And you can also throw bombs with your Q. There's the SERP ability there. It's pretty cool. You send a SERP which goes and slips up people. This guy here, he's got something called Hive Mind. When he kills people that are not falling off, he can convert them and he gains power. There are a lot of cool and niche abilities. As you saw, Gravity Mastery is a Jujutsu Kaisen reference, and there's all sorts of cool, fun abilities. Cards is also pretty fun. With cards, it gives you, you've got your Q ability, where you throw out a card, and these will basically be a punch. As you can see, the cards work really well with your regular punching, but what I can do is I can go like this. I'm now, as you can see, he's running away from me, because if you hit me while I'm like this, it does damage to you instead of, it's literally, you know, reverse guard. Because of that, if someone has, for example, God Punch, and they attack you, if you time it right, you will not only be immune to their attack, but you will actually make them God Punch themselves. But as far as the early abilities go, you get pretty early on. Gravity, SERP, they're pretty fun, but also I'm an old-time player. I played when there was like this many abilities, I think. There wasn't all of this as well. So for example, when I played, time was 6,000 points, whereas obviously now it's 15,000. Over the past few days, I've gone from 6,000 up to 19,000. So it's not that hard to grind punches. You can do it pretty easily. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.